Okay.
How you doing, Ed?
He might have already taken
Hanging
my.
in there?
I'm here. Good enough.
Yeah. Oh, they both, that other holds yours, but, I'm gonna put this one up.
I've been watching that evolve.
And given the time, it's gonna be a thing.
I think especially.
So that, this was. I don't know if it was.
Well, one thing that happened was that building was like all over the place back there so that nobody could walk through. So I was looking for Stuart to ask me how to set it up for him, but he wasn't there. So I asked Ralph and Ralph was like, oh, just put it against the wall.
Yeah.
So I did, I just put it against the wall so that people can get food. So it wasn't preset for him the way it could be.
Okay.
The other thing we need to think about
I mean,
is,
I don't know what happened.
we do not have a stage manager who's dedicated, who has the list of everything that needs to be where before each act.
Right.
Therefore,
Are you pretty situated?
each
I knew
actor needs to check their own puppets and things that they use.
Props
Before
are responsive,
each-
they're responsibility
Yeah,
of the
every
actor.
costume piece, every prop, before the show starts, make sure they know where everything they touch is and that it's where it's supposed to be. You know, they should be told that.
Yeah, I need to say that to everybody
Yeah.
before we leave
Yeah,
tonight.
because I mean, I'm doing it automatically because I know I don't have a stage manager here, so I'm looking for all my stuff. Yeah.
The props are the responsibility of the
Yeah.
actor, you know, because you're
Well-
the one that's gonna look like an idiot if
Right,
you walk
right.
out and it's not there.
Okay, everybody, just 1 or 2 minutes, is everybody ready?
About half a
Is
think so.
anybody not ready?
Mary, no, I got confused the other night. The treasure's going here or there? What did we finally decide? It went back and forth?
I went around.
I thought they were going over
I
here.
just don't want to be kind of off.
I don't got that, I understand that. What I do though.
This act is a lot.
Hey, Jason,
Yeah.
can you prepare the back of the program with the
We like it
upcoming?
because he dies.
Just Kate needs the back of the, she's got the program,
They're going like.
but can you just prepare the back for us? You know, like our usual upcoming?
Here.
I know,
Just
my
send the
Lord,
information.
my Lord and Master.
You're putting the air.
All right.
My soul is crushed when you die.
Give me some blade wheel out.
Is anybody going through this for now? Maybe you can just live there. So we always have you on your card to get.
Oh, is it? Oh, is it?
And just some information about us.
Okay, card. Can everybody, before we start, except for Beth, who I think is trapped, let me just say something to everybody before we start. But can you come out front for just a minute, please?
And then you can just mail.
Before we start?
But it needs like the little spiel about the groups, I don't know if it's on
Thank you.
that one.
Amy made an excellent point that I've been thinking about. We don't have a stage manager backstage to organize props and puppets and the set pieces. So whoever is operating, it has to know where it is. You're responsible always for your own puppet, your own props, and your own stuff. So before you leave, or after the intermission, or before each show, when you arrive and you're ready to do it, check that you know where your puppet is, check that you know where your knife is, check that you know where the treasure is. Things like the show being taken by accident won't happen.
So I don't come out that scene at all?
No.
I already have to.
No.
You're excused.
But see, the reason that happened is that nobody knew who was responsible for what. So what I'm reminding you of is just make sure you know where your own stuff is, and your own puppet, and what you're gonna be using next before the scene starts. Because like Suzanne says, you're the one that's gonna look like a dork if your scene starts and you don't know where your chainmail is, right? So make sure that you know where your stuff is, and before we leave tonight, make sure you know where it is for tomorrow, that kind of thing.
And no one can move it, because that's happened too. I leave it in a place, and somebody moves it.
Don't move anybody else's
Well,
stuff.
right now we have,
Don't move anybody else's stuff.
right now we pretty much have dedicated spots for all the puppets. It is true that some of us share puppets, like a couple of us use Umfert, a couple of us use the Queen.
We run back
Um,
and forth to some.
Just whoever ever, I don't think this affects anybody, but Umfert does hang out on the wrong table for like a scene. because of just, he comes back on from there again. But yeah, we know where this stuff goes, just check your own stuff that you know, like Beth and I have to do that thing with the boat, so before the show, I'm always checking to make sure all that armor and stuff is on the boat, you know.
So just a reminder, and I mean, we're all working together and I'm helping too, and I'm gonna help you set it, yeah.
Tor, as Grandel, you can't wear those cute socks, because they were so cute.
Kate and I were like,
Oh, man.
I like them!
Totally,
All of a
Grendel.
sudden, he's like elf Grendel.
They're from the Wizard of Oz.
Now you're cute. And it's like, well, he is vicious, but adorable.
Let's give it a go.
Adorably
Act
vicious.
3, we've got lots of challenges in this one because of the pyre and boats and all of this, but let's do
Can
that.
the geeks just leave their helmets on, like the
They
whole
can,
time?
and watch the helmet doesn't go over their eyes.
I had it on backwards.
Yeah.
Hey, I had half a second to put it on.
Yeah. But now, no more gads, no more Danes, we're all gad now in the third act, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Everybody know that?
Yes.
Okay.
Away.
All right, Mr. Durkee, are you almost ready?
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
The boat's gotta go out. Okay.
You got to turn around then.
Yeah, we do.
Please raise hands into the final king of the cliff, that's true, yes, that's down there. Brady, who's the tail?
All right, everybody.
Not ready. Right away.
Back comes on.
Wailing. We're missing a shield.
That one shield broke.
Not from the decoration. And told us for the big ones?
Please, thank you.
One other thing about the ship, when it doesn't fit through like that, we have to immediately switch it like this where it flies through. Okay. That's a hard key to remember.
Good?
Right, everybody ready?
Almost, 1 second.
Waiting for Ed?
All right, we are in blackout.
Okay. Places, quiet on the set. Quiet.
We're getting ready. There's a slow fade for the narrators to come out.
Rock is over here.
Not the rock, the cliff.
We've.
Hello!
Listen.
The Gayat Harbor Guard had been on the lookout, eager to catch sight of the warrior's return.
Is there no?
He welcomed them back, and their ship full of treasure. It was a short distance to where Hela, Carethel's son and heir, made his home, a majestic building secure on a cliff. Hela welcomed his kinsman.
Excuse me, is there no cliff in that, what scene there?
That was, oops, that was kind of broken. We didn't have the clip out now.
Okay,
And
is she there or not the cliff?
yeah, we decided the boat should return because the boat can't go across, but the
Because
boat.
right now it's blocking the fire.
Yeah, I thought somebody was pulling it back.
Yeah, wrapped up.
Also, the sail is still too,
This is gonna block the fire.
the sail is blocking the puppet's
That's
face.
a set switch for the.
I know, it's
that's-
probably
Oh, the big corner.
Is that gonna work? You gotta get fire out too?
Well, the pyre should move when the boat moves, so that it can be on the other side.
Okay.
We got plenty of time to get to the
All right, keep going,
fire.
let's keep going.
Wait, are we gonna start over?
Yeah.
Leave it where it is.
No,
Leave
the
it where
lone
it is.
survivor treasure.
I think we're starting over. Ed.
Let's start this over.
Let's start this again.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
Oh, great narrator.
All right, narrator.
Come.
Back on the boat, boys.
I can both.
Who's the one that's gonna push out the treasure box for Amy to put the treasure on? Is that you, Stuart?
Keep carrying.
Gotcha, I see what you mean.
Okay,
all
let's
right, I
take
will be the one starting, so once I know that you're ready, I'm gonna start
Ready.
raising the lights, okay?
ready.
Everybody set?
Good here.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Okay.
Yar.
Hello!
Listen,
The Gayat Harbor Guard had been on the lookout, eager to catch sight of the warrior's return.
Disembark.
He welcomed them back and their ship full of treasure. It was a short distance to where Higelac, Harethel's son and heir, made his home, a majestic building secure on a cliff. Higelac welcomed his kinsman, relieved to see him safe. He had been anxious as Beowulf's
Too
going.
fast in that.
Too fast.
We have to go off and come back on before the king welcomes us.
So you need a pause and a...
Yeah, I think. I mean,
Yep,
is that
no,
what you
that's
want,
how-
Mary?
That's how we had it, yeah.
Okay.
So there should be applause. Amy pushes the king in, you guys turn around, and maybe this treasure can't be here, because you need to come back in here, right?
No, we're not.
She keeps
No, we
asking
can
me
go-
to go
we can just
further.
go out
That's
and
what-
on.
that's what- I know, but she's officially the director, so what she tells me I keep doing, but Mary, where do you want the throne? Stuart feels that it should be here? No.
No, well, more like that.
Like this?
Yeah,
Okay.
because if she's, people can't get behind her.
Okay.
I don't think anybody gets behind this one this time.
It needs to be on stage, it can't be
No,
over
they
here.
all come off.
Let's take it from the very top again, I'm sorry, let's do it right, let's do it right.
Okay.
Is that where, yeah, never mind. Yeah. So there's no cliff coming in, that's done.
I don't think we're gonna have a cliff for this
Okay,
act, it's too
that's fine.
complicated.
Okay, here we go.
Tor, watch the feet on the, ledge, just float it.
If the sail is this way, it'll be all right. The sail is this way.
You guys ready?
Everybody ready?
Ready, everybody quiet, quiet,
Ready?
okay.
Do it!
Listen.
The Gayat Harbour Guard had been on the lookout, eager to catch sight of the warrior's return. He welcomed them back and their ship full of treasure. Now it was a short distance to where Higelac, Harethel's son and heir, made his home, a majestic building secure on a cliff. Higelac welcomed his kinsman, relieved to see him safe. He'd been anxious at Beowulf's going, wanting the South Danes to settle their own feud with Grendel. Beowulf told of his successes, his hard-won battle, and of Hrothgar's generosity.
Here, Lord Higelac, are heirlooms fairly won. Alfdena's son gave me treasures of my choosing, and these, my king and kinsman, I give to you.
The uncle king was honoured by his nephew, and in his turn rewarded him well. So ought a kinsman act with honour, not weave a web of malice and deceit, or devise a death with secret craft.
Afterwards, it came to pass that Higelac fell in the fury of battle, forfeited life in a feud with the Frisians. Then the wide kingdom passed into Beowulf's care. He grew wise as warden of that land and ruled it well for 50 winters. Until another began to rule in the night, a dangerous dragon who guarded a gold hoard. In a high barrow on the edge of the heath, this ancient barrow, a burial chamber, contained the wealth of a noble race, their legacy placed there long ago by the lone survivor of that place. Death had come and taken that people, leaving the last of their line to lament.
survivor of my race. So, Earth, hold now what warriors held and heroes can no more. It was mined from you by great men, my own people, destroyed by war. One by one, death carried them off. They have seen the last of sweet joys in the hall. I am left with no one to bear a sword or polish a plate. The gold tarnishes and the chainmail decays with the warrior. No joy from the harp nor tuned woodwind. No trained hawk swooping through the hall, nor swift steed stamping in the courtyard. Nothing left alive. The entire race wiped out by hatred and war.
The lone survivor lamented her loss until the surge of death stilled her heart.
Then one ancient dragon who hunts out barrows, driven underground to seek heathen gold, found the treasure. Though he could not use or profit from it, miser-like, he coveted it, became its keeper, and slumbered in possession for some 300 winters. There was a path, for long undiscovered, until one thief found his way in. He saw a goblet studded with gems, and stole it past the sleeping serpent. The dragon awoke, saw the thief's footprints, searched for the cup, and discovered it gone.
The people of the land were the first to suffer, but soon their treasure giver suffered more. The dragon set out each night in revenge.
Slow down, King. This is where we have to give Stuart plenty of time.
More time.
A lot more time.
Okay, searched for the cup, we can start there. Searched for the cup and discovered it gone.
The people,
Wait,
Can you slow that down that much? If you can, good. Otherwise, maybe we should take a break after me and then give them a little time and then you come in? How do you want to do
it's
that?
not better, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because he's.
Okay, searched for the cup and discovered it gone. Drums.
And if you could have me, well, I'll tell you later. And,
what?
no. Now, that loud drum beat means open the curtain.
Yeah, where's Kate's line? I'm missing.
Oh, wait.
Oh, well, Kate's line is next. It was,
No, so I'm waiting for the curtain to open before I start.
Can we try it from the beginning of the thief thing?
yep.
Part two. Yes, you'll hear more.
Ed wants to try it from the beginning.
That's all right, let's just go from here.
I think we should, because nobody knows what their view is.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, we're gonna take it,
Can we end with Amy?
yeah, we can. Amy, come back out and just get ready to walk off again, and we'll start from there.
Okay.
You don't have to read.
I mean, I can say it, I'm just not in my costume.
No, you don't have to. I think we just need we need the lighting. Okay, and then the line will be yours, right, Kate? Then the loans are, okay.
And then she comes off.
Okay, now Amy goes off. Kate reads a
The
line.
lone survivor lamented her loss until the surge of death stilled her heart.
So that's a blackout.
Now we need the thief.
But now we need a thief coming in.
Now the curtain was
No,
too
it's
fat.
John's line's next.
Curtain what?
Then one ancient dragon who hunts out
Oh, my
barrows.
mistake.
Wait a minute. Yeah, oh, that's right.
After Kate's line, one ancient dragon, that's when
Yeah.
We want to open on one ancient dragon or?
You're right,
Kate's line?
there it comes.
It's all good.
Okay.
Then one ancient dragon who hunts out barrows, driven underground to seek heathen gold, found the treasure, though he could not use or profit from it.
Okay, stop, John. This is the wrong prop.
No, I know, you didn't tell me we were going back that far.
Oh, okay. Oh, and back.
Okay, all the way, close it, close the curtain, Ralph. Amy, come back out again. Sorry.
Alright, so this is what's happening. Amy's in this. Okay. Then she goes off, it's a blackout.
Yep.
Then the thief
Then
comes
one
in.
ancient dragon, who hunts out barrows, driven underground to seek gold, found the treasure.
This is
No,
your cue to
Are we
open
going
the.
now?
Yep.
All right.
Though he could not use or profit from it, miser-like he coveted it,
There you go.
became its keeper and slumbered in possession for some 300 winters.
Perfect.
There was a path for so long undiscovered until one thief found his way in,
Good, Debbie.
saw a goblet studded with gems, and stole past the sleeping serpent. The dragon awoke and saw the thief's footprints, searched for the cup and discovered it gone.
The people of the land were the first to suffer, but soon their treasure giver suffered more. The dragon set out each night in revenge, swollen with rage and a fury of fire, burning bright homesteads.
I've lost my dragon.
That's all
gotta
right,
feel
just
them.
burn
I'm
them.
here.
Here, Chuck?
Yes, you got it.
No, it's funny.
He's got it.
Right?
No, it's, that one will do.
Oh, here. This one? No, that's a fish.
No, that's a dragonfish. This one's got a stick on it. Oh, here it is.
Okay.
Okay, now we're reading, Kate. Look what's happening.
The dragon set out each night in revenge, swollen with rage and a fury of fire, burning bright homesteads, terrorizing men. The scourge persisted until Beowulf's Hall, the finest of buildings, was burnt to ashes.
Wait till the curtain closes. Now,
The war king plotted and planned revenge.
light,
He ordered a great shield of iron to be forged. He knew that a board of linden wood was of no use against a flamethrower. With courage, he resolved to fight the dragon. He had little regard for the fire serpent's powers. Hadn't he purged Heorot of Grendel and his mother? Hadn't he survived every conflict and danger with courage and daring?
The lord of the Geats with his retainers went in a rage to the dragon's lair. The slave who had stolen the precious cup and had begun this strife was compelled to guide them. Against his will, he led them to the earthen hallway that he alone knew.
nice, Debbie, good.
Beowulf took leave of his hearth companion. His heart was heavy, sensing his death.
I survived many challenges in my youth. At 7, I was fostered out by my father into King Hrethel's care. He was my mother's father and had 3 sons besides. His eldest son, Heribald, suffered a sudden death by the bow of his brother. An arrow shot wide, his shaft missed its mark and sank into the flesh of his sibling. Who could avenge that prince's life or pay the death price? 'Twas too much to bear. Hrethel turned his face to the wall, gave up the joys of men for the light of God.
It is like the suffering a man must endure to see his son swing on the
Everybody
gallows.
looking at Kate now.
He begins to moan and weep for his boy, while the raven watches and waits. The wisdom of age is of no use to him. He cannot rescue or help his child. Each morning he awakes and relives it again. Sad and sorrowful, he sees his son's room empty, windswept, bereft of joy. There is no music or laughter as once there was. He takes to his bed, keening in sorrow. The house and the homestead seem too large and empty.
Beowulf made his last formal boast.
I risked many battles in my youth. Now I am old, but I seek this fight for the glory of winning. I would fight unarmed as I did against Grendel, but since I face fire and venom, I enter the fray with chainmail and shield. Nor will I flee, but stay and fight the course, bare life. What happens between us is fated.
Resolute in spirit, he told his men to wait on the barrow. He would fight alone. Trusting in his own strength, he went in under the crag. No coward's path.
He saw a stone arch and gushing steam that came from the barrow boiling hot. Beowulf shouted,
Out, worm!
challenging the dragon. He lifted his shield and the fiery destroyer burst from the rock, blazing, raging. A serpent viciously turned on the king. Beowulf struck hard and smote the dragon. The dragon, inflamed, renewed his attack, and the fierce contenders clashed again. His hand-picked warriors, sons of princes, betrayed their king and ran away. One alone was moved with grief. Beowulf called to his comrades,
Come, let's go to him!
but he ran alone to aid his kinsman.
Oh, gracious king, keep to your purpose. Defend your life with all your might. I will stand by you till the end.
Inspired again by the thought of glory, the war king dealt a violent blow in the serpent's head, but the sword broke. The fire breather, maddened further, caught the hero in a rush of flame and clamped his fangs onto his neck. Then Beowulf saw that the Lord was his danger. He displayed true nobility and courage. His hand burned as he lunged at the dragon, but the dagger-rated sword sank into its belly. Then the flames weakened. Then the king drew his stabbing knife and sunk it deep into the dragon's flank. Beowulf dealt it a deadly blow. Then they worked together and destroyed that foe. So every man should come when needed to a kinsman's aid.
Rock.
Beowulf's rock was missing.
Poor
He
Beowulf.
leaned and Beowulf knew his death was approaching. He had seen the last triumph of his works in the world.
For 50 years, I ruled this nation. No neighboring king dared stand against me. I faced all the challenges that fate brought to me, cared for all of those in my keeping. Never started a war or swore to a lie. All of this consoles me now. Go, dearest Beowulf, feast your eyes on that treasure. Show me something to make my passing easier.
Beowulf went quickly, keen to get back some of the wondrous treasure within. The old lord gazed sadly on that gold. He gave thanks to God he would leave his people well endowed, though it cost him his life. He asked that his troop build his tomb high on Whale's headland to remember him by. Sailors will know it is Beowulf's barrow. Then he took the gold ring from his neck and gave it to Beowulf. Then Beowulf watched with anguish, and the one he held so dear suffered death. The dragon lay destroyed as well, never again to show off in the dark sky. Brought down by the battle strength and bravery of Beowulf, each of them had arrived at the end of his lone life.
Soon those battle shirkers slunk in from the forest, tail turners, vow breakers who failed their lord in his time of need. They came in shame to where their aged king lay dead. Beowulf gave them short shrift.
The king, who gave you gifts and weapons, threw them away. They were wasted on you. Our whole nation will be dispossessed once foreign princes learned how you turned and fled and disgraced yourselves. A warrior would rather die in battle than live a life of disgrace.
Beowulf then spoke to the Geat people. He did not balk from telling the hard truth.
Beowulf defeated the dragon. It cost him his life. Now,
War.
Now war looms over us.
Our enemies,
Our
will, move,
enemies will what?
will move against us to
I always
avenge.
forget that. Now war looms over us. Our enemies will move against us once they...
To avenge old wrongs.
Our enemies will move against us to avenge old wrongs. This is fear and enmity. What?
Sorry, feud and enmity.
Oh, sorry. This is feud and enmity, the hatred of men over generations. And they will attack us when they learn our king is dead. So, let us make haste to pay our respects and honor our king in a fitting manner. We will build a great pyre on Whale's Head. No small amount of gold will melt with him, but that hard-won hoard. For soon, our nation will be in exile, having lost all. On many a cold morning, spears will be raised. No harp song then to rouse the sleeping warrior, but the sound of the raven